Yes, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the TG podcast. Yes, it's that time again. Monday's here, and we're here. Arsenal drawing with Man City 0-0, and yeah, we do share a point with them, and we're going to be talking about that game, of course, and how it affects this title race. Pretty much everything to do with Arsenal because we've got a crazy schedule coming up. People, we play literally 2 days, literally on Wednesday, Luton at the Emirates, Saturday against Brighton, Tuesday against Bayern Munich, and then we go again in the Premier League. It is a crazy set of games coming up, people, but we're ready for it, people. Look, we're here as always. Hope everyone's had a nice Easter and happy Easter to everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed the weekends. But yeah, we've got Seb and Rory. How you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, good.
Concerned, I must admit. Concerned.
Rory,
Yeah,
are you concerned as well?
a little. I think it was just the moment Trossard messed up from that one-on-one opportunity. Like, I think that was the moment where I went, yeah.
I
think
literally got nightmares from last season against Liverpool at Anfield.
Yeah,
Exactly.
me too. That's exactly me too.
Yeah.
Last year at Anfield, I mean it. I feared the absolute worst from then onwards. And then it happened. It better not happen this time, but you won't like some guys. Just so you know, you're not going to like some of the stuff I'm going to say. I'm not going to bash
okay.
the team. I'm not going to lay it.
Oh, no, I don't think the team deserves to get bashed after, the effort that they all put in yesterday. Obviously, some players didn't really perform, but I would say off the ball, I think all 11 players can go off that pitch and somewhat leave with their head held high because of, again, the effort they did put in. But again, I felt like it was a missed opportunity. I can't lie.
Yeah, let's get.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna get all into that today, people. But let me say big up to the chat before we start. We've got Jordan, big up, bro. We've got Hassan, big up. We got Saliba. Yeah, first stream today, guys. Big up to everyone who tuned in the two earlier on. We did the match review. We did obviously the show with Tony a minute ago. Great shows they were, people, as always. Thank you very much, everyone else tuning in as always. My brother from Belgium's inside as well. Big up yourself. Optics as well. My guy AJ, big up yourself, man. We're absolute real one as well. What do you think of Tottenham? Shit. What do you think of shit, Tottenham? Thank you. That's all right. We ain't Tottenham. We got Hassan. Guys, let's get into it then. A draw at the Etihad. It's an interesting game for me. I feel like, coming out of it, it's a bit mixed emotions for me. I'm sort of thinking, a draw at Etihad. We know the records there is awful. Last time we beat them, 2015, Santi Cazorla had a masterclass. Giroud scored. That was, they didn't have Pep Guardiola then. We still had Wenger. We had a totally different team. It was years and years ago. So, and we know where it's like going to City year in, year out, getting battered. Even we saw it last season, we got battered 4-1. We just absolutely get cooked every single time we go to the Etihad. So part of me was like, you know what? I'll take that, yeah. And another part of me, I'm just sitting there frustrated, a bit disappointed because I'm like, number one, I thought City were left for the taking. Yeah, considering their defense, they had an Ortega in goal, no Edison. They even brought off Ake, and they obviously brought on that. What's his name? Is it Lewis? Yeah, Lewis. Rico Lewis. They had Gavadio playing left back. They had Akanji playing right back. They had no Kyle Walker, no John Stones. Honestly, I honestly thought that they were there, City, for the taking. It's a very interesting way how Arteta is set up as well. We are used to teams playing low block against us, but we were sort of the team playing the low block against Man City. We was allowing them to have all possession. They dominated possession. It's kind of like we was playing a back six, if you guys noticed, because every time we had off the ball, we had Saka dropping as like a right wing back, and we had Jesus coming back as like a left wing back, on Ben White. So, it's a very defensive performance, but I give credit to our defense. Absolutely immense, absolutely superb defensive display. And I said it in my show I just did a minute ago with Tony. Yeah, can anyone name me, two better centre backs than Gabriel and Saliba this season? Because I stand by that. They're the best two as a pair, not just Premier League but in Europe. I don't even care. I still stand by that. Yeah, people. Okay, I'll give you Van Dijk. He's been elite. He's been elite for Liverpool. Yeah, fair enough. But
right now,
No, exactly. Right now, based on form, exactly. You know, like they've got to be not just Premier League, but in Europe, the two best centre back pairings that there is. Absolutely immense. Saliba man of the match performance won was first out of duels, was first out of tackles, was first out of everything pretty much on the pitch, yeah. And then you had him getting all the spotlight, and you had obviously Gabriel under the radar, but still doing his thing, solid. So defensively was superb. It was just for me, guys, the counter attacking. We had no energy, we had no pace going forward, and it really lacks someone like Gabriel Martinelli. Playing an injured Saka as well. When we saw before the game, he's got a problem with his Achilles, and he was worst player on the pitch for me, Bukayo Saka. You had Havertz, he got no service, at all. He's trying to make runs, but he's getting no service whatsoever. Trossard looked lively when he came on. I know people will talk about that decision making. Martinelli looked playing him on the right wing as well, which is surprising. But those 78th minute, 12 minutes to go. What do you expect them to do? I don't understand. Like, subs had to be early for me. So yeah, it's a pretty weird one for me to take. Pretty weird. I mean, if you're as a neutral, you must have almost fell asleep watching that. It must have seemed boring for you, but for me, it was like good defensive display. I thought it was there for the take, and I thought we could have won. Simple as that. But I'll tell you what, I'll come to you first, Rory, bro. Is it an opportunity you missed this game?
Yeah, I do actually. Although I think the point itself feels like a win because obviously, the way we set up. But from my perspective, I just feel like there was an opportunity there to go at Manchester City's back line, especially down their left-hand side, because Gvardiol, let's be honest, isn't a left-back. So I felt like that would have been a perfect target. And yeah, as I said, at the start, that chance when Trossard went through on goal, all he had to do was just release the ball sooner to Martinelli, and we would have won the game. And I'm pretty sure we would be sat here buzzing right now. But just wind it back to Liverpool last season, and I'm really hoping the same thing doesn't happen. But I've just got a slight feeling that we are going to come out second best once again because of Liverpool's fixtures, not because of Arsenal. Well, you can almost argue the Fulham game, well, both Fulham games actually, where we didn't pick up points. We only picked up, 1 point in 6 against Fulham, which just isn't good enough. But, Liverpool, the form they're in at the moment, and the fact they've got the easier fixtures, I don't know how it's going to turn out. The only team we can rely on to potentially make Liverpool drop points is Man United, because, they managed to do it in the FA Cup. Really? I can't even hear you, Seb.
Are you muted, Seb?
No, I'm not. I just said never trust those scumbags.
Yeah, I know. We can't really rely on them, but because it's away at Old Trafford, like
an absolute joke of a side. You just see them against Brentford.
Oh,
yeah, they were woeful.
I saw something about Brentford had like 82 touches in the opposition box.
Don't hope for any favours there.
Yeah, but maybe because it is a derby, that's the only time I can actually rely on Man United to maybe do something. In terms of the game itself, look, defensively we were sound. I thought Ben White was superb. Saliba, Gabriel were colossus. Kiwior was okay, but again, I just don't think it was the right game for him. I know he's done really well so far this year, but he did play 120 minutes for Poland on international duty. So maybe it is a good time to rest him this week because, yeah, I thought at the start of the game, he looked rather nervous. Got done a couple of times by Bernardo Silva. He did grow into the game, don't get me wrong, but yeah, you could tell he was shattered. The same with Saka. He didn't look fit at all. Yeah, he had to do a lot of defensive work, which, again, I do rate. But again, going forward, he didn't really offer a whole lot. And I think it's about time he gets rested as well. because I just think the Porto game and look, these games we've got coming up are coming thick and fast. Like Luton Wednesday, Brighton at the weekend. We just had to grind out a draw away at the Etihad. We had to sit in deep, dig our heels in. So that, of course, has warranted a lot of, work to, grind that point out. But Luton on Wednesday and then Brighton, like these are games that are coming thick and fast once again. And I believe after when we play in the Champions League, in fact, after when we play Bayern Munich in the Champions League, depending on whether we get through or not in the semi-finals, we'll have to play like Tottenham, Man United, Chelsea, something like that in the space of 8 days. So yeah, we're going to need to rotate a lot. And if we don't, then I think the fixtures could actually catch up on us. So look, I can't really fault, again, many of the players, although some of, the players I expect to turn up didn't really turn up. I thought Odegaard's final ball was absolutely shocking. Like, there was 2 balls in the second half, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Why can he not hit the ball properly? And then there was a moment in the second half that really pissed me off, where he ducked out of a challenge. I think it was a 50-50 ball between Rodri, De Bruyne, whoever it was, and then he just resisted. I don't get it. Like, this is arguably our biggest game of the season, and you're ducking out challenges. So I didn't like that. I know you're not a Vieira type and that, and I understand, but you're the captain of Arsenal Football Club. Make an effort. I believe he did the same at Liverpool last season, where there's a couple of times where he ducked out of challenges. So he has to increase that element in his game, because you are going to come up against these physical midfielders in the near future. And, we're going to face many big teams ahead. And, if he doesn't sort this out, then I don't know. I really don't, because whenever he doesn't turn up, it disrupts our flow. And I just don't think it was the best game from him. Can't fault his work rate, though. He was always pressing the City defence, but again, need to see a little bit more from him in these sort of games. Jesus, I thought, was actually our best attacker. I don't understand the whole hatred of Jesus. He was our best attacker yesterday, and actually looked dangerous in the first half. That was his first start since Nottingham Forest in February, I believe. If I've got that correct.
End of January.
Oh yeah, January. So that was his first start against Man City, and I thought he looked okay. I mean, second half he faded quick, but first.
Do you not think he had chances in the first half?
Yeah. I said on my match reaction that he does lack composure sometimes in tight areas. He just should hit the ball sooner rather than later. So I think he should have maybe put one of them chances away, because I believe a competent striker in front of goal would have finished one of them chances. But there weren't really clear-cut opportunities. So I don't understand the hatred of Jesus, to be quite honest with you, right now. That was his first start since January. And, I mean, he was our best attacker. Like, what more is there to say? The midfield, I thought Rice had a very good game. Jorginho was okay. I thought he held the defensive line well, but again, he didn't really get on the ball too much. And look, I think I did say in one of your podcasts that I wouldn't start Jorginho anyway every single game because of his age. I did say that at one podcast. I can't remember which, but it's when he was actually playing well, and I was saying, although he's doing really well, he shouldn't be playing every game because of his age. And I think this is where Thomas Partey has to step in. I thought he looked really good when he came on. I was really impressed with that late cameo. So yeah, I think he has to have his opportunity on Wednesday against Luton. Maybe even start against Brighton as well at the weekend, because on paper, Thomas Partey is our best midfielder. Havertz, I thought actually made some decent runs yesterday. I really do. But again, he just didn't get the service and no one wanted to give him the ball. So I thought it was okay. Nothing spectacular, but again, just Odegaard, I was expecting him to thread balls through. There was a moment where Havertz made a great run and Odegaard just played it straight to the opposition. So I was like, maybe in these away games, I think Declan Rice is probably our best bet to be captain. And then obviously Odegaard when we're at home. I guess it's a flip of a coin, isn't it? Often with Arsenal and the captain's armband. You don't know who was going to get it. Now we do have a firm leader in Martin Odegaard. And I have no problems with Odegaard as captain. It's just maybe in these sort of away games, maybe he should not obviously hand the captain's armband, but give the leadership qualities to, I don't know, a Declan Rice or someone away from home in particular, not away from home, in these big games in particular. So, look, again, it's just a mix of emotions. Like, at the same time, I would take a point. I would have taken a point anyway at the Etihad, but it's just the manner of the way we, drawn the game. Like, City were there for the take, and they had one shot on target the whole game. And I just felt like the game was there to be won for Arsenal. If the subs would have come on a little earlier, and Martinelli had the opportunity to run at their right back, who was, of course, Akanji, then who knows? But the moment I saw Thomas Partey and Tomiyasu coming on, I thought, yeah, he's playing for a draw here. So, yeah, look, we take the draw, but again, I think an opportunity was missed. I think that was arguably our best chance of beating Man City at the Etihad. I thought, Trossard, like, what can we say about him? I mean, look, I really do like the guy, but sometimes I do question, like, his decision making. It's just sometimes doesn't click. I swear he did it once already this season. I can't remember which game, but he's done it again against City, where he just isn't quick. His brain doesn't seem to compute in them sort of situations. And I feel like if that was Jesus, on the other hand, on the left-hand side, who was through, I think he plays that to Martinelli. I really do. So, look, and I'm sorry I have to go through the media as well, but they are a bad bunch. Like, in all seriousness, yeah. They're just every time.
A bunch of fools.
Yeah, I know. It's just every time we get a good result in a big game, right, whether we perform well or we park the bus, apparently. I don't think we parked the bus, to be honest with you. City had a lot of the ball, but they didn't do a whole lot with it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We used to get slated for this when we were under Arsene Wenger. We had all the ball, but we didn't do anything with it. And we always used to say, oh, but we had more possession than the other team. At the end of the day, possession doesn't mean anything. So, look, it just... I don't understand. Like, when we perform well, it's... oh, you over-celebrated. And then when we park the bus... well, park the bus... I don't know what game plan we set out with yesterday, because I don't think we parked the bus, to be quite honest. But the moment we do go into a more defensive shape and play for a 0-0, it's Arsenal a disgrace. Arsenal played like a relegation side. Then why didn't Man City beat us if we played like a relegation side? Let's play that one. Like, I don't understand. But look, I guess a point at the Etihad you know, if this was earlier on, earlier on in the season, I can't really speak. If it was earlier on in the season, then I think we'll be sat here content. Like, you know what? It's not too bad. But because we've got 9 games left and the chance was there, it feels like, yeah, an opportunity is missed and the momentum swung straight back into Liverpool's path, and all they have to do is just win their 9 games, and then the crown's champions. And it's a huge concern because it's not necessarily the result; it's just the current circumstances at the moment. The way the title race has sort of, you know, turned out to be. Like, it's tough, but if we go on a winning run from now until the end of the season, then we can look back at results like this and go, you know what, that's a vital point. But if we lose the title from here, then obviously we're going to look back on the Fulham games. We're going to look back at this game as well, in particular, because again, this would have been such a statement. It would have boosted our mentality to go on to, you know, challenge Bayern Munich, for instance, at the Allianz. I think that's given us a slight instinct to, an instinct into what we're going to set out with. Say if we get a solid lead going to the Allianz, I think that's what we're going to do. If we get a 1-0 win against Bayern at the Emirates, it's pretty clear what we're going to do at the Allianz.
Yeah.
So, look, I mean, on the balance of play, a point is okay. It's just I worry about the current circumstances at the moment with the likes of Liverpool and Man City. Although City don't look good at the moment, but you can't really count them out. So I think, look, I still believe we can win it. It's just, as I said, I'm getting a little bit concerned about the way the title race has gone at the moment.
Nah, bro, spot on, man. Honestly, yeah, you know, made some great points there. As always, Seb, bro. Sorry, what's your thoughts on that? I mean, is it opportunity missed? I mean, do we sit there and say, so, you know, we take the point and move? I mean, what's your whole thoughts on feeling after, you know, that result, a 0-0 draw away at the Etihad?
Honestly, I've run out of words what to say. I think Rory said everything. I've run out of words to say. I do feel it's a bit of a missed opportunity. I really do. Don't get me wrong. You'll take a point away at City any day of the week because it's like the hardest place to go. You would. It's more the fact of A, they were kind of there for the taking, and B, like Liverpool just keep winning, finding ways to win. That's what makes it annoying. But now what this does mean, we have to Luton and Palace. Luton and Brighton. They both have to be 6 points. They have to be 6 points. Trust me. Any more slip-ups, then it's looking unlikely. And I said before the run-in, we had to win 8 of our remaining 10. And I still stand by that. I really do stand by that. So that means only realistically one more slip could do it. But if there's any more than that, then he ain't coming. And believe me, like I've said, I'm not moaning about the performance. But I'm quite happy with that performance. But have a go. We should have taken it to them a little bit more. And Trossard, all you needed to do was square it to Martinelli. And Jesus with those misses. I'm sorry. This is why we need a more clinical striker, because I'm sorry. 2 chances you had, well, at least one of those, he's got to be finishing. He's got to be finishing now. And these are the type of games we brought him in for. He just didn't. And Well, the thing is, the season ain't over yet. But I am concerned because I remember last year at Anfield when we dropped those 2 points, and that was even worse, to be honest, than yesterday because we were 2-0 up in that game. So that was a lot worse. And yes, like I say, getting a point away at the Etihad is never a bad result. But when you are going for titles, you need to win every single game pretty much, especially at this stage of the season. Because it's not in our hands. It's out of our hands. And if you look at Liverpool's running compared to our running, we've got the much harder fixtures.
We've got to
go to places like Spurs. We've got to go to places like United. And we've got to go there and get results. We have to be going there.
Yeah.
You've got to be going there. Because if you look at Liverpool's running, maybe apart from United and possibly the Merseyside derby, I don't really see them dropping too many points. I don't see them actually losing. I don't see them losing another game this season. I actually do not.
I don't know, man.
I don't
know.
Unless the Europa League takes a loss out of them. Unless that's...
That's a good point. That's a good point. But we got Champions League as well, don't we? Bayern Munich.
Yeah, but Bayern Munich will take a lot more out of us than their Europa League games. But
exactly.
Let's be honest. If you look at that Europa League, apart from them, there's no other strong contenders. There's not. Yeah, but can't they get? I don't think they can get them to the final, or can they?
Well, they've got West Ham.
No, they can face each other. Yeah, they can face each other until the final. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, then that's easy ride for them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's an easy ride away for them.
Yeah.
And trust me. I don't think that result has done any of us any good because City have also got to be worried about that as well. Because if you look at them going forward yesterday, they were appalling. They were toothless.
Oh, yeah.
They've got problems out wide. They really do. Because apart from Phil Foden, who I thought was poor yesterday, none of their wingers were actually really doing anything. I never really felt threatened. I certainly never felt threatened from that overrated Doku. Never.
Oh, yeah. Every time.
Awful. I thought Rodri had a good game and Garviol and Ake were good.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I didn't think there were really anything.
Yeah, De Bruyne didn't do anything as well.
No. Well, no. So we've got to really be concerned. And Saka, and I know he just came back from an injury, and yes, it was a big risk from Arteta to play him because I know it's a risk that we keep kind of had to take.
But if he's injured, why play him? I don't understand.
Yeah, we had options. If Martinelli was available, I know he's come back from injury as well. But
and yes, you can always look at it saying, "Oh, if we had a fit Martinelli, a fit Saka, a fully fit Saka would have made a difference." Fair enough, but you can say the same to them about them. If they had Carl, if they had Stones, would he have been a different game? So you can say the same about them if they had Edison, even though Ortega didn't have much to do, and I thought he did all right.
Yeah. I don't think Walker's been any good this season, to be quite honest.
I think he's had a better season this year than last year.
Really?
Yes.
I've watched Walker so far this season and gone, you know what? He's let a lot of goals down his side.
So you can easily say what you could say, but end of the day, and yes, and it's good that we limited them to one shot on target, and it was good that also we're the first team to stop them from scoring since 2021, which is good, and there are positives you could take from that. But it's just on the context of things, of the overall circumstances, why you have to be concerned. And no, I don't agree with that comment.
What's this? If we don't win a trophy this season, serious questions about Arteta's job needs to be asked.
No. You can't.
What, you don't agree?
No. Listen, I don't feel you can sack him after a season like this. If we had lost to Porto, or if we had faded out of the
no,
then I would have been concerned. But I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon if we don't win the league or we don't win the Champions League. No, because the thing is,
but like if we fall apart from here,
I don't know. The thing is, we're competing again, and going again. I just wouldn't renew the contract. That's all I wouldn't do.
Yeah. I agree. But the thing is, didn't the same happen in 2015 when we drew 0-0 with Chelsea? This time it's Man City away.
When was that?
2015, wasn't it?
No, because that season, that was under Arsene Wenger.
2015.
Yeah, but
I swear we drew to Chelsea 0-0 or something.
Yeah, we did draw to Chelsea 0-0 at Highbury but that was when they were about to win the league. And then we went on to win the FA Cup that season.
What, 2015?
Yeah. I think that's a different circumstance, even though that's a different circumstance. But now I'm just thinking about the wider picture of things. I really am. But the thing is that it's another big away ground we've gone to. We've not won because we didn't win it.
Yeah, that's concerning.
Liverpool, yes, I was quite satisfied with the point, but will it be enough come the end of the season? Again, I kind of thought that was a little bit of an opportunity missed. And what else? Chelsea, we didn't win. We were awful that day.
Oh, yeah.
We've still got to go to Tottenham and United. You see?
Yeah, I mean,
we've got to be going to a couple of those places and winning. We've got
these last 9 games, yeah?
They're all cup finals.
Yeah, they are, but
you can't even take Wednesday lightly. Because I'm seeing
we can't.
saying,
yeah, I know.
Players, no.
Look what happened last time we played Luton.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And also, last season we played Southampton at home.
Exactly.
When they were bottom of the league. And we got unstuck there. And I think Luton this season are better than Southampton last season with the way that they fight. Probably not in the way they pick up results or something, but the way that they fight and stick it on you.
Yeah.
We can't underestimate.
The manager is demanding, to be honest.
Now they're back in the relegation. Zone.
Oh yeah,
they're going to be. They're going to try and
be fired up for it, man. They will.
Oh yeah. They need all the points they can get.
The one thing I will say about Luton, right, is they do concede a lot of chances. I think.
Yeah. And this is So the thing is that you can't take any game for granted. That game is not a guaranteed 3 points. We should be. You should definitely be, but it's not a guarantee.
Even games like Emery coming to Emirates with Aston Villa.
No, yeah, exactly.
And oh God, no!
They'll want to then toss them winning that.
No.
Got Chelsea. Every game from now to the end of the season is hard. Every game.
It really is. We want to win.
You know what? I don't know whether you guys saw Saliba's interview after the game, but he looked dejected. He really did.
Yes, I did. I love that.
He's got the winning mentality, man.
I love his mentality. His mentality is cold.
He said he's not satisfied with the draw.
That's good.
He said he wanted to win.
At the same time, he looked dejected at the same time. Like, should have done better. The opportunity's there.
That's great that they're thinking that, and I do think. And what's pleasing is I do think our mentality has changed. So I'll give him credit and I'll give Arteta and Edu credit for that. Because I remember before it was weakened. I remember before it was weak.
Yeah, we were celebrating draws in our own backyard against Crystal Palace.
Disgrace.
And now we're sat disappointed with the draw against City. Like, I mean, you can tell that the mentality has definitely changed.
It shows that we've come a long way.
A long way.
Which you've got to give full credit to Arteta, the team, and the players for that. But that's what I will give credit to, and it does look like the mentality has changed. And this is why I don't think we should be getting rid of the manager or getting rid of that, even if this season ends us finishing second or third or not winning the Champions League. I don't think you can do it then, because you are seeing progression and you are seeing, and things are moving. But we do need to see trophies sooner rather than later. We really do, before we can think about new contracts and all that.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. But yeah, the fact that we're feeling disappointed after a draw at City,
no,
is a good thing. Don't you think that's a good thing? Because
It is.
before we used to say, okay, great point, we move on. But the fact that we're not satisfied,
we're
even
literally
like last year at
disappointed.
Anfield, usually that's a good point. But I was fuming after that.
Yeah, it's just the circumstances, isn't it?
Yeah, after that.
It's not necessarily the result, it's just the way the title could.
Oh. About that as well.
This result just made it into Liverpool hands now.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's theirs to lose now. And please, I hope they do not win that league, because trust me, I can't stand the cockiness and all the.
Oh, I know.
Twitter was unbearable this morning from all the Liverpool fans ratting Arsenal, all that. Oh, it was
my days.
I know so many of them around the place. Please, I hope not. And then people saying, "Oh, do it for Klopp." No, not if my team's got something to do with it.
Yeah.
No,
and look, the fact we are closing into the end of the season and Klopp's leaving at the end of the season, like I just knew at the back of my mind that Liverpool are going to go on a crazy run streak.
They're always going to come back. They were always going to come back.
But
make them even more stronger.
But that news of Klopp leaving, I just knew straight away.
It was always coming. It was never going to be an easy ride. And yeah, because I'll be honest with you, if I was an Arsenal or Man City fan, I would be concerned. I'd even be concerned about Man City, because that doesn't do them any favours either.
I think City,
how they're playing at the moment and how they played yesterday, you have to be concerned about that as well.
I think City have to be more concerned because they've not won against any of the top 5 this season.
Definitely, that's poor from them. By their standards, that is poor. By their standards. Well, we haven't lost to any of the big teams.
Yeah, but we've got to start winning, because I think
we've got to start going to these places and getting things. We've got to.
Yeah, two of them I think we drew. So
we've drawn at Anfield and we've drawn at
Liverpool.
Which is fair enough, because in previous seasons we used to be getting 0 or 1 max. So I'm not moaning. I promise you. If any of you think I'm moaning or think I'm ranting, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not.
We're just concerned.
I'm concerned. I'm passionate because I want this so much, just like Josh does, just like Rory does, just like most other Arsenal fans do. And these are the standards you have to have. Like, look at Real Madrid when they lose. When they lose or they drop points. Look at their standards. That's the standards we're bringing in. This is the standards. And if people think, oh, why are Arsenal fans moaning every time there's a meltdown? If you think we're bad, look at what it is down there. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like I said in December when we're on that bad run, if people don't like us being critical when we need to be and being concerned when we have to be because we want to win, then this ain't a channel for you. That's all I'm saying.
Spot on.
That's all I'm saying. And trust me, if we do not win this title, like Rory said, it won't be games like this. The only games I'm looking back on are those 2 Fulham games.
Oh my God.
And everyone had a go at us for overreacting for those games. But now you can see why we overreacted at that time. Because now it could potentially, and I pray it doesn't, bite us in the back big time.
Yeah, but
it will be those games we look back on, not any others. It'll be those 2.
Yeah, it's because last season there's always that gene in us where we just don't beat who we're expected to beat. Like last season was Southampton and this season's Fulham. Like that's again another concern. Like, we've got to beat everyone who is in front of us. Well, in fact, maybe not everyone, but I'm certainly expecting us to beat the teams that we're expected to beat.
Definitely. You've got to be winning. You got to be winning those. You got to be winning those games, and
Yeah, especially when they went down to 10 men as well. Like, oh my god!
Because the maximum number of points we can get now is 92, and I feel we need 90 to win. That just shows you how difficult it is to win a title now, which is very hard. But you have to embrace the challenge. They've got to do it. You've got to embrace it.
We have to.
Otherwise, you're never going to win a title nowadays.
No, we have to. It's been, 20 years? It's been 20 years.
Yeah, I'm bored of it. I'm bored.
I am
getting
I'm fed up.
bantered about no UCLs.
Exactly.
No Premier League title in 20 years. I'm bored of it, man.
We need to start winning. We've got to. It's unbearable. It really is. It's just unbearable. I've waited too long. And people under the age of like 25, 26 probably haven't seen Arsenal win the league.
No.
Yeah.
So they've got to see one for their generation. They've got to see one, and then what it will do is it will generate more fans as well, and then the kids at school, they'll stop getting teased and laughed at, so they won't change.
Yeah.
So
they'll increase their standards more.
Exactly. This is what it will do. Because trust me, that's what we need: a Premier League title or a Champions League. But this season, I'd rather it's a Premier League for me. But I'll be more than happy with either. But we have to win something. We can't keep finishing the season with nothing every year, because we don't want to turn into Tottenham, who never win anything. Who never win anything, because you remember these vibes when they had Pochettino. They had a few of their best years when they gave Chelsea a hard run in. Gave Chelsea a hard running when they got to Champions League final, and they kept getting to semi-final season after season. When you would say it was probably their best era in the Premier League era, which it probably was. But what did they end up with? So is that team really going to be remembered?
No.
And I don't want Arsenal to go down that category.
You need trophies, man.
Yes, I don't want Arsenal to go down that category, and I don't want us to start going back to doing what we were doing under Arsene Wenger all those years when we were just achieving top four, which was stopping us from winning second, third. Well, not good enough. Can't start winning now. Arteta's done great. He's done brilliantly to get us to where we're going, which I fully respect, and shouldn't roll on any criticism from anyone. But your legacy will only be determined when you look back on your CV of what you've won.
Yeah, there's nothing to look back on. Like...
It will stay on you forever. Just like with my under 12s last season title.
Yes, no, come on, my manager. On
their CVs forever.
Yes.
Same here.
Get Seb in charge of Arsenal, man, and we'll cook. Trust.
I don't know.
Trust Seb's process, man. He'll bring back Leno in goal. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
And the sign Gamadio left back. I know that.
Well, look, he ain't rocket science.
I thought you said Gavardiol for a second then.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Rocket science, and some of these people do it.
It's Grimaldo, not Gavardiol.
Sorry, Grimaldo.
I thought you said Gavardiol.
Best left back in the world. In. Get him in. We could do with another left back. Get him in.
No, Seb. Who's that up there?
Tierney.
get Tierney back. Come on,
but
I don't see why not.
Great player, amazing player. I love him, but sadly not a tactical fit. So I don't think Arteta will really.
Bro, we'll have flipping 4 left backs.
And also, wait, hold on. Well, Tommy Ash is more of a right back, so you can stick him back there. Kyrgios's more of a centre back, so your only real left back is Zinchenko. But let's be honest, he can't start every game. You need someone more. You need someone
midfield.
You need someone more defensively solid. I'm not saying get rid of Zinchenko because I love him and I think he's a very important, crucial part of our team. But when you're going against these better teams like City, like Chelsea, United, Liverpool, and even Champions League, you need someone that's a bit more of a beast. That's what you need.
Yeah, for sure. No, agreed. We've got a question here from AFC Always. He says, Josh, Seb, Rory, do you think if it wasn't for international break, do you think the Man City Arsenal game would have been different because we were flying before the international break?
It's hard to
It's a
tell.
good question.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's a very good question. It's
what
hard.
I will say is there's players who went international break, like we said about Kiwior, who played a full extra time.
Rice
Penalties.
played 90 minutes.
Jorginho was jet lagged, people, because he played in USA with Italy, and he played the last game.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
And he
It's
played the
hard
full
to
game as
tell.
well. So,
but the thing is, also, you can look at it by saying how much would that Porto game have taken out of us. So you can look at it that way. Maybe we could do that.
This is what I'm saying. Like these international friendlies, like okay, I get.
I know, but the thing
that
get me
Euro qualifiers, yeah. But for these friendlies, it's just pointless.
Yeah. And the thing that got me is why do two? One, fair enough, but why two?
Yeah, I know. Like
that's what got me.
I mean, even then, like you have players who are playing for your nation, and I'm pretty sure have had permission from their club's manager or anyone from the club to obviously resist them for a certain amount of time in the game or in both games. You can play them, but not for the full 90 minutes. Surely.
You played Rice.
Oh my days. Don't even
unbelievable.
He played Foden for 90 minutes as well. Well, obviously we're not bothered about because obviously, you know, it's good that he stunk up the place, but
Josh,
still,
can you read some of those comments out because I want to address some of them?
Yeah, of course.
Good ones in here. Can you read some of those comments?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no worries, man. This
yeah.
I'm gonna go all the way back because I think we had another question from AJ. We got AJ, by the way. It says, gents, can I please ask what you think of fans saying after yesterday, take the most possible money for Saka and run, basically selling.
No. Ridiculous.
No, what we need, AJ, is we need a backup for him.
Yeah, we need a backup.
Yes,
It's not Saka's fault that he hasn't got any competition, but no, that's poor. No.
Yeah, I remember having a debate with someone on Luca's channel. Last night about Saka, and he was saying basically he wouldn't be happy if we sold Saka tomorrow morning, but won the Champions League at the end of the season. He would not take that. Because it's Saka who was left. And let's be honest here, right? We love Saka. He's our star boy and that. But no player is bigger than the club.
Exactly.
Right? If he was going to leave tomorrow morning, it would be a kick in the teeth.
It would.
Definitely.
But if we were going to win the Champions League or the Premier League without him,
I'm sorry.
then would we give a rat's arse?
No. Exactly.
Because it's about Arsenal. We're not Saka FC. We're Arsenal Football Club. However, I would rather win either the Premier League or the Champions League with Saka than without him. Because
you want to win
he deserves to win a Champions League and a Premier League because he's been with us throughout the trenches. He's carried us at the age of 18. And, of course, iconic tweet, you deserve more Arsenal fans, which is totally correct. I think based on that tweet alone, he obviously deserves to win either a Premier League or a Champions League. Both, in fact.
Definitely.
So, look, I would rather win the Premier League and Champions League with Saka, but if he was going to leave, kick in the teeth, but at the end of the day, no player is bigger than Arsenal Football Club, and I would be happy if Arsenal were going to win the Premier League and Champions League without Saka.
Yes.
But right now, no. There's absolutely no chance that I would sell Saka at this moment in time. Obviously, it's not his fault that he's getting run into the ground and he's getting thrown into the deep end every single week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look. People are going on about, the fact he doesn't turn up in big games when he scored against every... He's scored against every single club in the Big
Yeah,
Six, for God's
it's
sake.
silly,
His
man.
career.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not having that.
Yeah, Optic says, Seb, I don't think Arsenal will win 8 games, to be honest.
Well, we have
And,
to.
we have to.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, it's an absolute must. Otherwise, I'm
Mm.
sorry, I don't see us doing it.
Yeah. The players will know that, though, but I don't know. You do your talking on the pitch, don't you?
AJ says if Arteta's winning the Premier or Champions League, that's one trophy from possible 18. He can't get next season because he will win the League Cup and FA Cup again next season.
No. No, come on. Look, you're right about one trophy out. That's not good enough. But the thing is, you're seeing progression. And also, I think next window is crucial for him because then he's going to have the players he wants. And plus, he knows deep down the squads isn't big enough to compete on all fronts. He knows that deep down. He knows. He is trying. So you cannot blame all that again on him. You can't. I know.
You see, you're telling me you would rather win the League Cup and FA Cup instead of a Champions League and Premier League?
You got to win something. Well, you got to win something. I don't think you quite.
Yeah, I know, but in terms of the caliber, like, would you rather win the League Cup or the FA Cup or a Champions League? Because I think the caliber of the trophy,
obviously,
you've got to take into account as well.
Yeah.
And you can't sack the manager after a season like this. You sack someone when things are getting worse. You don't sack someone when things are getting worse.
See, for me, it's a tough one because
you don't.
Look, for me, he's had a lot of money to spend.
Yeah, I understand that.
He's what?
Yeah, he has been bad.
Look, he's going to be staying anyway. So
they're getting more transfers right than wrong. They are. Look at.
I agree. But so no, what I'm saying is they're going to keep it anyway. Yeah, like, and as you said
don't
as well,
give them a new contract. That's
exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Just don't do that. But to sack him, no. Come on.
So
no,
he'll spend about what 800. Say he spends, he'll be near enough 1 billion spent as a manager, at Arsenal Football Club. Right, this is 2 years now where we've got back into the league title race. Where honestly, last season we all know we should have won it. Right, this season, all I said, was go to the wire in this league title race.
That's what we're doing.
I also said to win a trophy, Seb.
Yeah, we all did. We all did, but
but it's what I'm saying. Like,
they're not easy to win. They're not easy to win.
But what AJ is saying is this manager is throwing these cups away. He has.
He probably has. The League Cup irritated me big time.
Exactly.
That game annoyed me.
But I still don't think we would have won the League Cup anyway.
We don't know that for fact because
I know, but I don't think we would have won it anyway with Liverpool still in it. Like they were on paper the best team in that competition anyway.
Look, as I was saying, like that's what really winds me up is we find away these cups because I want to win I hear what Rory's saying. Yeah, of course, the caliber of the trophy matters. But I still want to go all the way and compete for the Carabao Cup. I wouldn't mind winning the League Cup with winning 1-2 on a history.
Yes, so do I.
Same with the FA Cup as
any trophy I'm taking, any major trophy.
And ultimately it gives Arteta a trophy as well, which boosts his
any trophy you take.
Exactly.
This is what we want. This is what this is.
I mean, if we give Arteta another season, how many years is he at Arsenal now? Is it 5?
You'll be 5, yeah.
Be 5 years now. He's going to be spending $1 billion. He has to deliver trophies, man. Seriously. Because
how long
are we going to get onto this?
The money he spends, then can possibly, because then
I think what we're trying to say is, if we get knocked out of a competition in a game where we're expected to win, and he just throws it in the bin,
and that's different,
and fields like a reserve team out, then you can say, right, maybe
then
you
that's
can
different.
Like Porto, if he would have got knocked out in the Champions League by Porto,
that would have been
I would have said if he doesn't win the league, but of course he's already got knocked out by Porto in the Champions League, I would have just sacked him. I would have cut my losses. But now we're through in the Champions League and we're relatively still in the title race. I just think sacking a manager, obviously, we'll have to search for one in the summer as well as buying players that
Plus,
he
how do
wants.
you know the next manager that comes in is going to do a better job? You don't know that.
We don't know.
You don't know that.
Jurgen Klopp's not going to come.
No, he's
to
not.
Arsenal. He's already confirmed that he's not going to manage any other Premier League club. So forget about that. Don't say Jurgen Klopp.
But who would you take if anyone? Who would you?
The thing is, no, but the players the players we have are on the verge of world class, no?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
so they'll get there. And they'll get there.
Yeah, of course. Look at the team we have, the squad we have, and yeah, fair play to Arteta.
Arteta's still a young manager. He's still a great young manager.
He is. But do you not hear the argument saying when people say Arteta, he might be a nearly manager, or he might be like a manager in the past who almost can do it?
I said he gets one more season for me. I said if he doesn't win anything this year, you don't sack him, but you don't give him a contract. And then this year, again, if we're at the same stage,
that's fair,
and he hasn't signed, then it might be time to move on. But I don't think you can sack him after a season like this and a year like 2024 so far. I just don't think you can do it.
Yeah,
and I don't want it to happen because if it
happens anyway,
if you want to stick with this youth project, I would have gone and gotten Nagelsmann. If Arteta was going to either get sacked or if his contract ran out in 2025? No. Is that when his contract runs out?
Yeah, 2025.
Yeah, I would have gone for Nagelsmann because although he's 35, 36, he has still managed clubs in his career and he does play a rock and roll style of football.
I don't really think he should have left Bayern. I don't think he should have done.
No, he shouldn't have
sacked him.
They sacked him because he won the league. And now they've got Tommy Tuchel and Tommy Tuchel.
He's destroyed.
I would take Tuchel right now.
He's destroyed that club.
Tuchel over there, man.
I would take Tuchel right now.
You know, they lost to Dortmund the other day as well. Like they hadn't lost to them in years, apparently as well.
Tuchel's a European manager, but it's not a manager to win you a Premier League.
No, he won't. I think he's a bad manager as well. I think he's a good manager too.
What about like a guy like Hansi Flick?
Yeah, I'll take him.
Yeah, he wouldn't be bad. Yeah, but listen, anyway, while we talk about new managers, I don't think he's. I don't really want to talk about new managers.
Arteta will not get sacked anyway.
No, he won't.
Even if the guy
and he shouldn't be.
Because these owners have done this whole. You know, they've hyped the guy up, process and all these buzzwords. This guy's not saying these owners were going to give him a contract midway through the season. And that just tells you all you need to know, really. So
wait until the end of the season. If he wins something, then you can consider it.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, he is.
Wait, what was that? Someone said I have a question. We got Ella, Arteta or Nagelsmann.
Tough one.
It's a good question. That is a good question.
Did Nagelsmann win anything at Leipzig?
I don't know if he did. He didn't. He never won the Bundesliga.
No, did he not win the? What's it? I think
he might have won one of the cups.
The German Cup or something.
He's definitely won the Bundesliga though.
Oh yeah, he did win. Oh yeah, he's won one. He's won one Bundesliga with Bayern,
and then the German Cup.
2 cups with Bayern.
He didn't
win anything at Leipzig. He didn't win any.
Oh, he didn't win anything at Leipzig.
No, but he's won one Bundesliga with Bayern.
And right. 2 German Cups at Bayern as well.
2 cups, 2 Super Cups.
I don't know, man.
I think both are roughly, the same type of manager. I think they play a similar brand of football. I mean, say, Arteta got given that Bayern Munich squad. I think he wins the Bundesliga at that time. I don't know. That's a difficult one. They are the same type of manager, aren't they? In terms of, the style of football and. I would probably say Arteta, to be honest, because I feel like Nagelsmann in the Premier League, although I would take Nagelsmann, I still think it will start a little slow with Nagelsmann because obviously he would have an entire summer to get the players he wants and the players he'll have to get rid of. And he'll have to implement like a style of play as well. And I don't know whether that would work again in the Premier League on a second thought. So I don't know. I think maybe on paper you can say Nagelsmann's a better manager. Or you could have said 3 or...
But again, he's not... He's not proven it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, I don't think his football
this way doesn't mean it's going to work out.
I think his football would get exposed in the Premier League. I can't lie. But yeah, I think if it was like 3 or 4 years ago, I think I would have said Nagelsmann. But I think right now, I would take Arteta right now.
We're gonna have a question here from AFC Ways. He says, how bad Wenger was for us in the last 12 years of his regime. I really do believe he would have won us that Premier League title last season.
No. I'm not sure.
No, he wouldn't.
No, he would.
Oh.
No, come on.
I don't think he would have got close, to be honest.
It's very easy to say some of the stuff you're saying. It's very easy. Look at what we were going through at that time. Just because, look at what we were going through. And plus, Wenger would never have built this squad and all that. It's very easy to say these things now.
But Seb, he had experience because he's won us many titles before.
Not winning a title this way. It's different now to what he was then. And he would never have got us over that many points that we needed. He would not have done that.
No,
it's very easy to say all this now.
Hansi Flick does a better job. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
We don't know that though.
Actually,
like
you don't know that. But...
Come on.
But Hansi Flick is a good manager, to be fair.
It's just all these winners. Like, there's no guarantee it's going to work straight off the bat.
Exactly.
It is going to take time. People are not going to take into account that if we were going to sack Arteta at the end of the season, they're going to need an entire summer transfer window to reevaluate things and get the players he wants and then implement a style of play. And it's going to take minimum 2 or 3 months to, get us going. And who knows, we could have a tough fixture list to start off with.
Big up
because this is the Premier League. So.
He says he already won the FA. Sorry, he already won the FA Cup, and the fact that we're challenging for the league means that we're heading in the right direction.
Definitely. Definitely, but it's time for trophies.
Wouldn't be surprised if Klopp goes to manage Germany.
No, I wouldn't be surprised either. I'm surprised he's never managed Germany. Has he managed the Germany national team before?
No, I don't think he has. Hansi Flick and Bayern Munich 40 games, 37 years, one loss. Sorry, 1 draw, 2 losses, 6 trophies. Yeah, he won 6 trophies in 1 season, didn't he, or something? Crazy. Gents, fully respect to you and your view on Arteta. I want to be wrong about him, but only time will tell. Yeah, big up AJ, man. Big respects as always, my guy. I honestly believe when Arteta goes to the Kroenkes, they will choose Mertesacker or Jack Wilshere as their number 2. I'm on about if Wenger had the team. I'm on about if Wenger had that team like what Arteta did.
No.
No. If he had the same team as what Arteta did, surely because he has experience in league titles before.
Jesus.
Get it. Look. The thing is also, he's had experiences of bottling titles as well. He couldn't even do it over.
Yeah, he has, to be fair.
He couldn't even do it
exactly.
when Leicester won it. So how do you think he's going to do it over the line with a Man City side as good as they were?
Yeah.
He couldn't do it over the line when Leicester won it. So I'm sorry, no.
Fez.
No,
yeah, fair enough.
Sorry, that's not. It's easy to say all this. Like I remember when I saw some idiots on the media from TalkSport saying, Unai Emery would have won us the league.
Yeah, I know.
Absolute nonsense.
No.
Do not forget what he did at Arsenal. We have the easiest top 4 run.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
They don't clock that. Absolute nonsense.
Yeah. And weren't we 8th when he got sacked?
Exactly.
I think people
forget all this.
People are not taking into account that he had money to spend as well.
Yes.
He had like 200 million.
They just don't think he was given the time. Well, he had a broken dressing room, which was his fault.
Yeah.
It's his fault. No. So you can forget all this. He couldn't even do it. Wenger couldn't do it with Leicester. That tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
When we had a team then capable of winning the league.
Yeah. Look, let's move on, people.
Yeah.
Luton next Wednesday, Emirates Stadium. You know, we know how they're gonna turn up. We know they're gonna play the whole low block tactic, what every single team
absolutely.
does at the Emirates. We know, you know, they'll try and have a go because you know they're in a relegation battle, and you know they'll be fired up for it for sure.
They'll be dangerous on these set pieces.
Yeah, that's the main thing
That's
we watch out for.
That's where they mainly get their goals from.
Because we go back to the game when we played them.
They
They
scored
do
two.
that most games. They like that most.
You know,
games.
they did score from set piece. I mean, Ross Barkley ran the show against us last game
He's
when
been
we played them.
He's been excellent.
And
It
you
should be an
know,
England squad.
it took Declan Rice to win us the game in the 90th minute, last kick of the game, pretty much. So it's going to be sorry, it's gonna be a tough game, but I do expect Arsenal to go there and get their 3 points, keep it comfortable.
Oh yeah,
and any dropped points will feel like a loss.
Yeah, but what I will say is, I think I will, in terms of the lineup, I will rotate the team around a little bit. I want to see,
I would do the same.
Tommy Yasu. So there's the main.
A little bit of changes, but not massive changes.
Yeah, not mega changes. Let's not take the piss. Yeah, it's just, you know.
A couple of changes. None of them Nelsons and Nketiahs.
No.
Absolutely
no.
No,
if he comes anywhere near that squad, I'm sorry, that's a disgrace.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Timber will be returning soon, so hopefully he'll be replacing Eddie off that bench.
Yeah.
So I think we'll go there and win. So I think we'll go and beat them pretty comfortably, to be honest. And I think we'll keep a clean sheet. But Seb, how are you feeling for this game against Luton on Wednesday?
Well, yeah, I should be very confident that you always should be at home to do it. But you've also got to be sceptical. You've also got to be cautious. Don't forget we gave Tottenham a scare. So, and we know exactly what they're going to do. They'll put everyone behind that ball. They'll try and catch us on a break or try and win some set pieces, like either some free kicks or some corners. They'll try and do everything because they won't take this as a free hit. They won't, because they have got something to fight for. And now that they're dragged into it, and the fact that Forest have been docked points and Everton are still down there and Brentford are struggling, they're going to really fancy their chances. And plus, how much of that City game, because we had to dig in that deep, would have taken it out on the players. You don't know that. So, yeah, I'm confident we should be winning that, and we should go out there. I don't think it'll be a very easy win. I think it'll be a tight game, there'll be a few changes, but we just got to get the job done. At this stage of the season, you've just got to get those 3 points. Form is irrelevant and all that. You just got to get those 3 points, because this is the business end of the season where every result matters. This is what Liverpool keep doing. Just find ways to win, get those points.
Yeah, no, agreed, man. Agreed. That's what we got to do, man. That's what we got to do. As I said, I want to rotate the team out a little bit, but yeah, you said don't overdo it. None of this Eddie and Nketiah crap.
No.
Oh no.
I mean, to be fair, AJ says, "Can I please ask, would you give Saka a full game?" No chance.
I'd bench him.
No. Time to bench Saka for me. I don't know about you, Seb, but I'd bench him for this game. But then there's a question: who do you play on the right wing if we bench Saka?
Who do you play?
Do you play Nelson? Do you play someone like Jesus on the right wing and play someone else up front?
No. I do not want to see.
I'll play Trossard.
I don't want to see Jesus on the wing anymore, because it's not working. If you're going to play him, you've got to play him down the middle.
Yeah. No, I would play Trossard through the middle, Martinelli on the left, and then Havertz through the middle.
You see, I'll go a bit different.
Because I don't know. I just think, although I'm not a fan of Trossard down the flanks, I think when he does play with Martinelli, you do see him. You do see him play a little bit better, and you see them both exchanging constantly. I think that could work, But the thing is, whenever Saka does play, I'm very surprised that we've never, installed this tactic in him so he can drift out to the left as well. We don't like switch our wingers. Something that Barcelona, Bayern Munich used to do. I'm not saying we need to play like Barcelona and Bayern, but I'm surprised that we never really do that with our wingers, to be quite honest with you. But look, Trossard, Martinelli and Havertz, I think that front three is more than strong enough to dispatch Luton. But I don't know. Saka, I mean... do I bench? Yeah. I think I do rest Saka, to be quite honest with you. I think this is the sort of game, no offence to Luton, but I think this is the sort of game that you can bring him on, when he's got fresh legs and that, instead of him, tiring until the 75th minute until we take him off. In fact, we don't even take him off. He plays the full 90 unless if he picks up a knock. And there's a reason behind that, of course, because he's been running to the ground every single game. So I think because it's at home, I'm not saying starting Nketiah, but I think a front three of Trossard, Martinelli and Havertz, we can still score goals with that front three.
We have to.
I think I'll make a couple more changes. I can't lie. I think I'll bring back Zinchenko to rest Kivior.
Yeah, I'll bring him back in as well.
And then I'll actually start Partey in this one.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad call.
I think he played really well when he came on against Man City, to be quite honest. So I think he should start. Because as I said, I think Jorginho, I think the games are starting to catch up on him now. Of course, the age he's at now, he's not going to be able to play every single game. And you've got Partey on the bench, who was arguably our best midfielder last season, or one of our best midfielders last season. So, yeah, I think Partey, Zinchenko and Trossard, Martinelli should all come in for this one. And then you've got Jesus, Saka, Smith Rowe, all them man to come off the bench. Although Smith Rowe doesn't get a look in, does he? But you still got him on the bench for options. But
I start Smith Rowe in this game.
Really?
I think he'll be good for this game to unlock that back line.
Yeah.
Smith Rowe.
I mean, at some point you got to play this guy.
You have to play that game.
You have to play
that guy. Let him play some football.
Otherwise, what's the point of having him? Like, just bin him in the summer then.
You have to. I think this is a game for him.
Yeah.
He was actually pretty good when he played against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
No, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'd play him.
Fair enough. Honestly, fair enough, man.
Yeah.
So would you give Odegaard a rest and play Smith Rowe instead?
No, I'd actually go Rice, Odegaard, Smith Rowe. I'll take it to them. Take the game to them a little bit.
Yeah, of course. Question: Josh said, Rory, what's your favorite NK?
3?
I don't even know.
Okay, fine. Favorite goal, Sheffield United.
Yeah, what the second goal?
Yeah. Early on in the season.
I'd take that one if I had to choose, but still not good enough.
Not good enough, man. Not good enough.
I mean, he hardly plays. He's got like 19 goals in 5 years, so it's hard to pick and choose. It's either the Sheffield United goal or I was gonna say Man United last season, but that's not really a goal to remember. But obviously, the Man United game and the way we scored that goal, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to say the Sheffield United goal as well, because there's not been many.
AFC West says, Josh said, Rory, if Saka's carrying an injury, why does Arteta keep on playing him? Seriously,
no one else.
The thing is, he had to play against City, though, didn't he?
He had to risk it because there's no one else really to play. Maybe. I don't think Reece Nelson is.
Yeah, but there's no one else to play. But
You're not going to play Reece
Why is no
Nelson
one else
at
play?
the
Because we didn't do the business in the summer.
Exactly, because we keep neglecting that position. That's a position we cannot afford to neglect anymore. We can't.
Kudus was available in the summer for 38 million, and we didn't get him.
Who?
Mohamed Kudus was available.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's another one missed.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think we should still get him in the summer, to be quite honest.
I'll take him. Yeah, I'll still take him.
Definitely.
He's quality. Yeah, I said that as well. I said give him a chance as a striker because he's balling when we first signed him there.
Yeah.
Start playing, I think
I probably wouldn't do it this time, but yeah.
I love to know what Smith Rowe has done not to be able to get a fair chance. I know it's crazy, man.
No one knows.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Maybe because he keeps getting injured, I'll tell you.
Switch roles.
I don't know.
26. He's made 26 Sundays. Let's not forget that. It's a lot, man.
Okay, fine. Well, you're seeing progression and you're seeing us challenging again. If you weren't challenging, then fair enough.
Did we see progression when we were under Arsene Wenger the moment we moved to the Emirates?
No.
Exactly.
No, we didn't. We saw stagnation time after time. And when the opportunity was there to capitalise on the league because everyone else had dropped back, it never happened. So, no.
Anyway, people, score predictions for this Luton Town game. I'm going 2-0. Arsenal win.
I was going to go with that as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-0 as well.
2-0.
I think it'll be a quite tight game.
Yeah.
Everyone's gone 2-0, man. I've seen a lot of 2-0. Yeah, I know. It's going to be one of those games. I think we keep a clean sheet. But, yeah, I think it'll be one of those games. 2-0 to Arsenal. We move. Saturday is, we got Brighton away as well. So, next podcast we do next Monday. Hopefully, we're coming after it with 2 wins on the bounce. And
Has to be.
Got points or anything like that. Then we're going to be fuming, man. But anyway, big up everybody tuning in today, man. Big up AFC always, bro. Respect.
Thank you very much. Yeah, cheers. And cheers for all your questions.
Yeah, thank you, everyone who left your comments. AJ as well. Big up, bro.
Yeah, you too as
well. 3-1 says AFC always. Big up to you, my guy, as well, from Belgium every single time. Mr. De Silva, Alberto, good to see you, bro. Charlie as well, big up, guys. Honestly, thank you everyone who came in. Elo came in earlier. Everyone who came in, even a Man United fan, Kamel, big up yourself, man.
Now, please, this weekend, please.
Yeah, please, come on, please. Come on, help us.
Please do. Don't roll over.
Big up, bro. Scott as well. You're top of the league now, man. It's literally in your hands. It is literally in your hands.
Please, I can't stand these Liverpool fans.
Advantage Liverpool.
They're really annoying me right now. I really believe
Saliba is the GOAT. He is the GOAT.
Fair enough. When you win the league, yes, you have every right to. And you see also what gets me is their fans will say to Arsenal fans, if you win the league, you're going to be unbearable. But wouldn't you if you're going to win the league? So you're saying we can't do it, but it's okay for you to do it. And you go top. What's all that about?
Yeah. It's
guys.
You either take it both ways or you don't do it at all.
Yep. It's just jarring that Chelsea United fans have the right to talk as well. That's the thing that really winds me up.
Yeah.
Oh my days. They're going about, oh my days, that was the worst game I've watched all season. Arsenal parking the bus. Bro, you've been used to playing negative football all season. Like,
this is what you play.
Guys,
exactly what you watch weekend.
Coming up on your social medias.
Me?
Both of you. Like, you guys got any? You go first. Yeah, you got any articles coming up?
I've got one this week. I'm going to be talking about the striker situation. How the strikers were going to we've been linked.
I don't want Gyökeres.
No, don't watch that league. No, I'm still no there. You don't watch that league.
You reckon he would have taken the 2 chances Jesus would have had?
I don't know. No.
Oh, good.
No, you don't watch that league. No, stand by that. I saw that video, by the way, Josh.
Oh my god!
I thought I had to upload it, man.
You don't watch that league.
You know what? A lot of people in the comments was actually agreeing with you, Seb.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
So,
go.
there we go.
Well,
Yes, I do know some things.
Of course, no, Seb. You always speak the facts, man. Come on.
yeah,
You
but
always say
the
your
thing is,
opinions.
my point
No,
was
no,
kind of leaning
When you
towards
talk about
other
left back,
strikers.
Seb, yeah, Tini is absolutely miles clear of. How do you say his name, Rory? Gavardo.
Grimaldo, not
He's-
Gavardiol.
Sorry, not Gavadio. Yeah, he's miles clear of Gamaldo.
Sorry, is he
Tini's
really?
better.
Is he
Tini's better than-
really?
Yeah, real
Is he
talk.
really?
Yeah, real
Are
talk.
you sure about that?
real talk.
Are you sure about that?
Should we do a whole debate, Seb? A whole video on Tini versus Gamaldio.
Ronaldo edges it.
No, big up, man, every single time. Thank you very much for coming on, Seb. Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
Sorry
man.
if I was a little bit moany at times at the
No,
start. Must
no,
admit,
you weren't, man.
I am just concerned.
Yeah,
But I
we're
was
all disappointed,
I
man.
wasn't slating anyone. I'm not slating anyone or telling anyone off or having a go at anyone. But it's just the circumstances that is concerning. It's just that.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about things in general, about how things are planning up. That's what people need to understand. I want to win this title, just like Josh and Rory do, and all the other fans do. I want to win this title, but it's how you do it.
We've got Edu out in the chat as well. Edu out.
Yeah, Edu out. And I agreed with some of the stuff he said yesterday.
Oh my days! Did you see his player ratings?
Yeah.
You brought off the game.
Edu
It
out.
was hilarious.
No, but he needs one, man. He
No.
needs-
Yeah, you need to do one. You need to come back.
I'm not sure. I'm just sticking to my articles and Instagram right
He's
now.
doing bits on Instagram. He's got over 20k followers, by
Yeah.
the way. So make sure you go and
Every day
check
I'm
him out on
posting on
Instagram.
there.
Tallcaster FC.
But by the way, Luca, I sent you a DM on Twitter that you might want to you might want to check out. So
Yeah. So yeah, Rory, bro, you got anything content wise coming up?
well, obviously we're playing midweek, so I think I'm going to do a match reaction. I had something else planned that I've completely forgotten. I'm sure it'll come back. Obviously, we've got Brighton at the weekend, so yeah, I think I might be covering that. Although I'm going to York, so I'm hoping that I'm back for the Brighton game, or else I'm going to be fuming. I need to check what time the York game actually kicks off, because
Who are
if
they
it,
playing?
I don't even know. I don't know. But yeah, if I'm not back for the game, oh my days, I'm going to be fuming. So if I'm able to watch the game, there'll be a match reaction for that. And obviously I had something else, but I've completely forgotten. So yeah, that's about it really.
Big up, man, as always, bro. Big up everyone else who tuned in today. We got Seb, your favorite person, your favorite City fan in the chat as well. Ryan City go. Big up Ryan
Hey,
City.
seriously, what did you have to say on this? Okay.
He says, wasn't a great match to stay, but Arsenal will definitely take a point over Man City. But 9 games to go, anything can happen. This title race is very close.
Okay, fair enough. To be honest with you, I didn't think that result yesterday did any of us any favours. So
Yeah.
I just didn't think. I just felt someone needed to win. Well, us, of course. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad point, and it's always good. But it was kind of a missed opportunity. I just don't think either team did enough. It was the right result. Neither team did enough to get over that line.
Yeah.
Neither team really deserved to win.
If I subscribe to your channel, am I welcome?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I don't really block anyone on YouTube, to be quite honest, other than that Millie. But yeah, I don't really block anyone on YouTube necessarily. So yeah.
One more thing, lads. What do you think of the new leak kicks? I love the third one. I love the third,
Yeah, the third was
the light blue cyan sort of like.
Yeah, I like the away kits. I don't know about the home kit though.
Yeah, the home one's a weird one.
Away
It's
kit is
it's got a
lovely.
bit of blue in it, don't it? As
I
well?
love the
Yeah,
away.
I'm not a fan of blue on Arsenal kits.
I mean,
Like the one in the background.
Where that one up there?
Yeah, that one. yeah, I don't know. Everything was good, but the blue on the shoulders and the collar itself, I wasn't really a fan of that. And yeah, I mean,
The away
when-
ones, what? The away ones like the black and red and green.
yeah, the black, red, and green.
Yeah, that's all right. And then the third one I love. So yeah, interesting, man. Liverpool are favourites to win the Premier League title, in my opinion. I thought, I think it's in their hands.
Yeah, it's totally in their hands.
Just I thought I sent you on DM. Let me have a look.
Totally in their hands.
Let me quickly have a look. Did you send me a photo on DM? Let me have a look, bro. Yeah. No, that's actually all right. You know, that's actually all right. That's decent. I think I give it like a 7 out of 10. But yeah, we got 23 likes, guys. Thanks so much to support, people. We're back tomorrow, of course. 2 Luton previews. We've got Luton preview where we do, obviously I'll do it, and then of course I've got a Luton fan as well. Tyler will be joining me at 7 p.m. tomorrow. So do opposition preview as well. And then obviously Wednesday, watch along and match review. So yeah, lots of content coming up, people. We're here every single day. Thanks everyone who tuned in today. And as always, come on the Gunners every single time.
Come on, you Reds.
Come on, Luke.